In an incredibly candid interview with veteran broadcaster David Frost, Sir Elton John opened up about one of the most emotionally charged chapters of his life, a period that not only inspired one of his most iconic songs but also became a turning point in his journey towards self-acceptance and artistic freedom. Over the years, Elton and Frost shared multiple interviews, each capturing a different stage in the life of the legendary performer. But it was during one particularly heartfelt conversation that Frost asked Elton a question that brought out a wave of emotion. "What's the most emotional song you've ever done? The most meaningful, emotional song?" Without hesitation, Elton responded, "There are two very emotional songs. They are also two very autobiographical songs. One's called Someone Saved My Life Tonight." That song, released in 1975, was more than just a musical success. It was a reflection of Elton's private turmoil and the decision that may have saved his life. He then opened up about a time in his early 20s when he found himself engaged to a woman with whom he had a difficult, emotionally draining relationship. "I was living with a lady for about 6 months," he explained. "She didn't really like my music. I really liked her, or thought I did, but she kept telling me I was rubbish, that I'd never make it as a musician. She constantly said things like, 'You'd be better off being a bank manager.'" Despite her lack of support and harsh words, Elton found himself preparing for marriage. "I got the cake and everything. I had the flat, the furniture, everything was ready." What many don't know is that during that time, Elton was also silently struggling with his identity, self-worth, and the overwhelming pressure of trying to live a life that didn't reflect who he truly was. He admitted that he felt trapped and unsure of how to move forward. But then, in a twist of fate, he had a conversation with Long John Baldry, a fellow musician and friend who saw the truth of Elton's situation. Baldry didn't sugarcoat his thoughts. He told Elton directly, "You're mad to get married. She doesn't appreciate your music. That's not who you are." That straightforward and honest intervention hit Elton hard. It was the reality check he needed. "So I went home and said, 'That's it. It's off,'" Elton recalled. "And that, more or less, saved my life. Because if I'd gotten married at that particular point in time, I think it would have been goodbye." Elton John. The relief and liberation he felt after ending the engagement were immense, and that entire experience became the emotional backbone of Someone Saved My Life Tonight. In the lyrics, you can hear the haunting echoes of his past pain, but also the hope that came from walking away. Through this moment of clarity and the support of a friend, Elton avoided what could have been a life of regret and repression. Instead, he chose authenticity, and that choice not only shaped his career but also saved his life in the truest sense. The song remains a raw, deeply personal testament to a time when everything could have gone wrong, but didn't.